Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Factorio, the BIY series. Build it yourself. I'm enjoying this so far. It's a neat little mental exercise, and like I always say, like I do recordings like for me. Like I'm enjoying it. I like talking. I like gaming. I don't care if it's one view or two views, but yeah. Anyway. What we've done so far, let's do a really brief recap. I've created Blueprint World, and here has been all of our troubleshooting and everything. And one thing I wanted to check really quick is the chest capacities. We've been doing a little bit of retooling and moving stuff around. Yeah, that one's empty. I knew I did some shuffle in a boot. Want to make sure capping off or setting capacities for items is critical. It's absolutely critical because you don't want to see a chest with like, well, how come my iron is starved? Oh man, I got a box with 5,000 ammunition in it or whatever. Any other boxes? Any other things? Just doing a quick spot check. What I wouldn't mind to do for this episode is an actual dry run. I've made some claims, but I don't know if any of it is accurate. This is T1 Smelt Assemble. Yep. What I said was I wanted all of red-green research done within an hour. I don't know if that's possible. It's like this is the first time I'm doing the blueprints. I don't know if any of that's accurate or doable. We're gonna see though. I like to do a little bit of tweaking now that we're here at this stage. You know, Tech 1, Tech 2. Well, we're at this stage. Before I go all too much further, I have 4 different blueprints. So this one is just a copy of this one, really. So we have Smelt Assemble. We have our mining one. We have inserters. Oh, and this is just smelt. So realistically, we've got 3 blueprints to really mess with. So let's go ahead and save Blueprint World. Let's load test. This, I like the layout of this one. Yeah, I like the layout of this one. So I want to load game, map exchange string, copy, back. Quit game, new game. This is free play. And we import the exchange string. I don't know what happened to my... Okay, let's try that again. I don't know what happened to my clipboard, but it just borked itself. Copy. Does that just work? Do I have to select everything? Copy? Okay, confirm. Thank you. New game. Free play. Import string, paste. There we go. Okay, that has everything. I do need trees. I do need some trees. We're gonna leave some enemies on. We're just gonna turn it all normal. There's 2 things I want to test with today's session. The first one is, so I haven't messed with anything except moisture. I mess with moisture. Oh my god. Do we tamp that down just a little bit? Trees, coverage. There's some enemy right there. Rude as hell. We'll deal with it, fine. Before I hit play, there's 2 things I want to test. First of all, I want to do a proper benchmark for how long it takes us to get to all of red-green science. We're going to play this for about an hour. Legit. Just like there's enemies, there's everything. So I want to see how far we get in about an hour. That's kind of what I'm using as my, you know, standard deviation, test, bellwether, statistical analysis, whatever. The second thing I want to know is how soon are we attacked, right? How's like, do we have like an hour of immunity where like, you know, quote unquote immunity that I can make a general statement like in the first 45 minutes, you won't be attacked. Don't worry too much. If you don't have gun turrets by 45 minutes, don't worry about it, right? And this is going to vary wildly for everyone else's play style and whatever. So it is early in the AM. This is in between work meetings, and I don't give a rip. I don't give a rooty tooty. I didn't add stones. Hold on. I'm glad I thought of it. Trees, water. Oh, I thought stones were a thing you could select. I guess not. Okay, I freaked out for nothing. Preview. Fine, let's do it. Let's do... Okay, I have all the stuff. I know I have all the stuff because I have 8 plates and 10 mags, right? Yeah. Yeah. The 10 magazines is usually my check to see whether or not I've got stuff. I don't see any rocks. Boo. Hoo. Okay, I'm gonna get our iron smelting going, and then I'm gonna go punch some biters in the chin. No, they don't have chins. They have mandibles? They're gonna be significantly short on mandibles after I punch them in the what's-its. Yeah. Just get that going on. It's a worm, no less. I'm gonna get you. I don't know if I could kill you. How much HPs you got? 2 hundo? Very simple. Just like, it attacks where you're gonna be, not where you're at. Narf. Thanks for playing. Okay, that was easy enough, wasn't it? I see trees, which I'm gonna need trees for power lines. I don't see any stones. That's unfortunate. One of the really big beefs, if you can get it, is look for large stones. I don't know how else to explain what a stone is. A boulder. Like, imagine a boulder, which is just a bunch of small rocks that have Voltron together. Or turned into a larger transformer or something. Like, it's a large rock. I don't know what the item's actually called. I think it's called large rock. But in it is always stone, and sometimes a good chunk of coal. Sometimes the coal is 69 wood. Hilarious. Just hilarious. Okay. I want to get some coal manufacturing online. So yeah, this is the exact reason why we're doing this. So again, what I want to see is how far do we get in about an hour? I would expect we have the entire system built within an hour. That's what I would like. Well, thanks. No stones at all? Like, it's usually a nice chunk of stone. It's like 20 stone-ish. It varies based on the stone. But yeah, they're a huge rock. But also 36 or something coal? That's what it's at, 37. We're not going to get that. These are estimated resources. Or expected resources. 41 coal and 50 stone means I straight up don't have to bother with manual stone mining for a hot minute, and that's pretty dope. Yeah. That's pretty dope. I am not good at the beginning game. My brain is fast, but my hands are clumsy. And the problem is when my hands are clumsy, and I gotta go back and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to do a thing. My brain kind of expects my hands to have done this already. It's like, we've already handled that. Oh no, we didn't do shit. Aha! I'm Dumb Pants, the greatest of the avatars. Fear me, fear me. Okay, that. Yeah, this saves a lot of manual time if I don't have to faff about with any amount of real stone mining. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Give me that. Nope. Craps. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We got 3 of you going. Good stuff. The enemies are near. Got some time. We've got time. And it is now that I'm actually out of stone. So we're just going to do this. If I could get one more, that would be dope. Thank you. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go. Just for the folks at home, brightness. I'm manually screwing with the brightness. One thing I've also noticed, and shout out to Tripsy. Tripsy, if you're hearing this, thanks, mate. I've been sharing my builds on the Discord, Megacycle Entertainment Discord server, just trying to kick around ideas and be like, what does this look like? How does this feel? And I've gotten some really good responses with the builds I've made so far. I'm really happy about it. But Tripsy's like, hey, dude, where are the lights at? And I'm like, damn it. You know, I've been building these in, like, editor mode, and I set it to always daytime, so I don't know where... I never noticed. It's dark out, and we might die. Like, that never mentally triggered in my brain. So now, fun fact, Tripsy has reminded me now 3 times. And I don't mind lights. I kind of think of lights as like a real afterthought, to be honest. But still including them into the builds, I don't know if I want to treat it like, yeah, man, I mean, let the end user just add whatever lamps and crap they want. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Or maybe I pre-fill it and be like, hey, like, just 2 lamps here would make everything dope. Just really clean up and polish up the place. I don't know. How's everything looking? Quick cursory glance. Everything's got coal. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Just start making boatloads belts. We're going to need boatloads. So let's take a quick hit up on our things here. We'll drop the smelt assemble first. I'm reading it as smelt ensemble and not smelt assemble. I kind of want this to be tucked away in the corner real nice. Something like this seems reasonable. Boop. So there's smelt assembly. The next blueprints we could deploy, I'm not really ready for it yet, but we could deploy our mining rig. Our mining rig looks like this. Again, don't worry if it's blue. But if we could get all this in one thing like this would guarantee... This would guarantee a full belt, which is exactly what I need. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this a little closer. Try for this. Yeah, something like that looks good. Anything that is not covered by minerals will not be placed. So right there, done deal. Actually, needs to go like that. Doesn't really matter. I'll just put it back where it was. Great, thanks. Okay, good stuff. That's done. More belts. If you don't know what to make, more belts. What's next on the docket? Oh, let's talk technology. First 2 techs I'm gonna need. Logistics and assembly. Or automation, or whatever. I'm putting these 2 in here because, in my mind, I shouldn't be doing much more research until those 2 are done, and we've deployed most of our system. That's kind of the way I'm thinking about it. I don't know how valid these are as statements. Like, we haven't given it a proper dry run, right? What I've really done so far is we set up the world, our other test world, and I deployed it. And we watched stuff flow, which is a really good test to just see how things are flowing, but it's not really a great, is this gonna work system from total scratch. Let's see here. What do I need? I need 74 smelts. Smelty boys, let's get this all set up the way I like it. Okay, 39. Can I have one more? 40. Okay, so there's 40 we're cracking on. The other thing I really like about doing this is it sets expectations for what I need to be working on. I think I might have already talked about this before, but like I know how many belts I should have. Like to the uninitiated, if you're just starting off, you might be like, man, 152 belts? That's a ton of belts. No, it's not a lot of belts, which isn't a problem. But now I know I need 400, 550, 450, 544. Yep, that's a number. That's super duper a number. Ah, ancient Greek texts speak of the ultimate number 55, 4, 5-4, whatever I said. Anyway, doesn't matter. But now I have a really good idea of how much crap I need to level up, right? Let's get 2 of these, because I do need some copper eventually. We'll need copper for a whole mesh of shanch. Whole mesh of shanch. Let's do something like that. Let's also realize it's 1 square off, because I'm a genius. Cool. That hammer on. How many smelty boys I have? I have 38. Yeah, just keep going. I need 74? It used to be 72, but it's 74 now because I added 2 for steel. Not going to worry about this all too much. Now, you might be thinking, John, why don't you use like even distribution or any of the quality of life mods? Because I wanted to build this verbatim, no alteration, no holds barred, championship title belt match, vanilla. And I'm going to go through this exact same process when the new version drops. When version 2 drops and the DLC and all this stuff, there might be some tweaking on like a bunch of old recipes, and definitely there's going to be a bunch of new ones. So I want to make sure I'm prepared. Be prepared. Okay. Some energy, some power, some boiler, a lab. I will need some of a kappa for an offshore pump. At a minimum, I'll need 1 of those and 2 of those. And let's get our power lines revved up. 5. Let's get that to an even number. 51 makes my brain break. Breaking out of coffee. Crap. That's fine. IMHO, in the beginning part of the game especially, it's important to keep our crafting grid as full, our crafting queue as full as possible. Why? Well, it's a free resource. We are crafting with 0 energy requirement. We are the most efficient machine in the game. Or, most efficient... Well, we don't actually know if we're organic, right? So machine might be wholesale appropriate. But we're the most efficient creature in the game. Let's call it creature, why not? Because we require no energy to do our crafting, we craft at a crafting speed of 1. So if it says it takes 0.5 seconds, smile. It takes 0.5 seconds. Easy, right? Yeah, we take no energy. It works out nicely. Keep it full, keep it busy, kind of a thing. Let's cancel that. I need 30 science packs, but I can go deploy power, even without all those belts. Tell me this lines up perfectly and I'll be really happy. Ah, scribble butts. It's literally 1 square off. That's fine. All the handcrafting is actually fine because it gives me plenty of time to set up stuff. A lot of this, even though the blueprints remove a lot of the mental legwork, so to speak, there's still a lot of clicking gymnastics that has to get done in order for this to get finished up. Hit me up with some of that. I think I need about 300 or 200 more copper to get everything dialed in the way I want it to be. There's that. Here's this. Here's this. Yeah, there's no water happening. Let's just nix that real quick. 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3 is the 18 I was lacking. Water, water. Right? Yes. Okay, that at least gets some part of this process moving. Let's do a quick coal run. With multiple people, this whole process becomes almost trivialized. But for one player, I feel, for my capability, mental and whatever, attention, I think this is right about the right level I need for everything. 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3 should put us at 74. We're shutting this down. We want to be in the boiler burner age or the burner age as little as possible. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So more players kind of trivializes the amount of effort required. There's not nearly as much running around. You could ramp up iron production a lot more because you got more hands to handcraft the thing and place the stuff and do the what. But for just one player, I think I'm liking the pacing right now. The pacing seems good. Our power's good for now. I need logistics to get done so I can start working on other... Let's just keep cranking out more belts. First path we're going to do is coal. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 21. Hit me up with that. Would you kindly? Okay, this should have all the research it needs to complete logistics and automation. Now, the way we have this all set up, I've built it more for military in mind because bullets are the first thing that get made. Not more factories, which is what this is going to be. Not research, which is over here. I've prioritized everything from left to right based on what I think is the most important. Because I want this blueprint to also be good for more complex areas, more complex maps. Like a Death World, for example. Is this good for a Death World? Probably not, but like I want it to be like that, you know? I have enough coal right now, thank you. That shuts down. Let's get our sweet blueprint. Feel like that seems legit. That is necessary. That one power pole is oddly enough necessary. That's not necessary. That's not necessary. Okay, so... once logistics is done, we're going to be doing underneath these and sorters and all kinds of crap. But for right now, just crank out them belts. Take out the papers and the trash. I don't know why that got into my head. Oh, you don't get no spending cash. Ah, shucks. Having old brain is terrible because I've got all these really great songs I love and I don't remember any of the lyrics anymore. And if you don't clean up your room, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. No, that wasn't it. And after, if you're finished doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yiggity yak. Oh, dog back. Yeah. If you wish I would shut up, oh man, you have no idea what I wish I was capable of. Okay, we got some drills happening. This is a little more clicky intensive, but I actually really like the power lines being on the inside. What do I need? Copper. Okay, something's not right. I missed one. Rats. The drills take a little more energy to do their job than the smelters, so whenever I do the passover like that, I like to make sure that the drills have a little more priority. I don't know if we need more than 10 right now. That should be good. What got missed? There it is. Yep. Okay. So I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 splitters. I'll put it in order for 5 and I'll cancel 1. For underneathies, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Put in order for 5, cancel 1. Rest is going to be a whole mess of belts. I already made the inserters as well. Yep, belts be happening with that. This should be enough to get started. What is that, 10? That should be enough to get started. Oh, once we have coal flowing and that automated, that's going to feel real good. So again, I'm still keeping my internal crafting queue as busy as possible. There's that. But automating power, I think, is pretty damn important. And really simply, boop, boop, boop. There's the 3 I needed. We have all the underneathies ready. I'll just place those right away. Oh, I missed one? There's automation done. I'm just going to remove that for now. You have an inserter. There we go. So that will automate power. Oh, show. It's going to take a while to get here. It's going to take a while to get here. Alright. Iron? Yep. Need whatever you've got of that. One of that. There's copper. Here is uniron. Here is another iron. Oop. Ah, damn. No! Oh my god, no. Why? The good news is I could just take the blueprint and just slap-a-lap it right back down, but I made the blueprint, so I already know it's busted. Okay, by the time the coal filters through... Let's build me 10 of that, thanks. By the time the coal filters through, it'll make it to iron. And I'm not trying to fill this whole thing quite yet with inserters. I could do a little more. A little more. Okay, that's good enough. I have some power poles. I'm making more belts. I'm making drills as we speak. Iron comes out over there. Easy stuff, right? That's all still cooking. There's that. I think I'm missing one still. Yes, I'm missing one still right there. The one I made just right now is the one I stole from the other process. What time we got? Test live. We are 22 minutes into the play. We've gotten not as much as I thought I thought we'd be honestly a lot farther, but that's okay. We are understanding and setting expectations. That is why we're doing a dry run, so I could say, again, with confidence, like, yeah, man, in an hour we'll have all blah, blah, blah done, or whatever. And maybe that's wildly inaccurate. It already feels somewhat wildly inaccurate, but I'm happy to we're giving it a swing, right? We're giving it a swing. See how it feels. Okay, there's that. Realistically, the ramp up right now is just going to be a boatload more. Yeah, there's no real iron made it yet. And I need iron. So right now I'll take down the other process. I don't think we have enough copper for me to shut that down. Again, I want to shut down the burner process as quickly as I can, and I think this is fairly safe. There's probably a dozen or so. Yeah, that was decent. Another 5 drills for sure. And I'm out of belts. Hidden belts. I need so many belts right now, I'm going to be confused as a Final Fantasy character. And you know what? Happy with that. I forgot what game is it, but one of the main characters is like a belt lord. A belt elemental. Dude's all about being safe. Oh, that one's already tapped. Crap, I missed. That's not powered. There we go. I couldn't fit another linkage down here. No, that's the absolute limit of those items. Okay, yeah, just keep giving me more drills. Iron is going to be a bottleneck for a very long time, considering it's going to be the crux of our first two materials that we're going to be mass producing. Bullets being the first one. Second one being belts. Okay, that's looking good. I would like to push this as hard as I can so we get a full belt. Right now, each of these two columns only can deal with half of a belt, which is fine. How's our power? Okay, cancel. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And 1. Okay, there we go. So what I'm doing, instead of building one area like the smelting first, what I'm doing is I'm building it in waves, right? Building it kind of gradually and slowly. So I need more power, add literally 2 more steam engines. Back to smelting. What am I missing? Okay, missing more mining, get more mining drills going. Like that's kind of how I'm just dipping back and forth and back and forth. 7. I don't know how many I need to max this out. That should be more than plenty, though. Hit me up with a whole mess of belts. I need a little more copper, I think. I think I'd like 200 copper plates on me. That way I'll guarantee I have enough for way more drills and crap. How's our coal looking? Is it backing up? It's backing up beautifully. Cool. Everything's staying nice and busy. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's missing a belt. Okay, how many do we have built right now? 23, and I think the answer is 30. There's way more than 10 here for sure. 16, yeah. 30 is the maximum occupado for a full belt. Again, right now I'm not even using half a belt with our smeltery setup. I would expect this to get backed up. Yep, it is right there. Starting to get backed up. So I'm not going to hammer down iron for too much longer until I can get more of this other stuff cleaned out. Also, I'm not evacuating any of the items to the belt. Right now, I can just pull it right from the machine. And we've got some dead time, because I don't have any more anythings. Yep, there just went all the copper. That's why I said I wanted another stack or 2 of copper. So I should have 2 left, and I do. Actually, I should have more left. Yeah, because I took out iron smelt. Yeah, the iron area. Over there is for steel. We'll deal with that later. This looks like this, and I ran out of belts. Good stuff. There's plenty to keep me busy. Yeah, it's all queued up. Okay. Now we do have automation. What I could do is I could make some automation stuff, slap it down, and start producing before it gets to here. That wouldn't be a bad plan either. So that is a process improvement that I could work on. I have plenty of stuff to lay out, though, so I'm going to skip on that for now. Man. Rats. I'll just have to wait. Or I could just do this. Perfect symmetry dies today. Alright. 2, 3, 4. And I need more power lines, but I can shut off our copper production. Cool, just enough to get that started. This goes away. Thanks for playing. I keep reaching for my cup of coffee that doesn't have any coffee in it, and I can't see it. I can't see the inside of the coffee cup until I reach for it, and I bring it close to my face. Because my brain's like, hey, you still got some coffee left. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, brain. Thanks for... Aw, you suck. There's no coffee in this. There's just broken dreams, sadness, and a lack of empathy because there's no coffee in this. Brain, I hate you. You're mean. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have one of those. Please make us one of thems. I don't need to go too ham on this. For the same reason, I'm not going to use a lot of it anyway, but I do want to get a good start on it. There you go. Thank you. Okay, there's copper to be handled. That's all missing inserters. How's power? How are we doing? Still fine. Let's do a quick check-in. We are officially past the half-hour mark. We are 31 minutes into the session. Not too bad. Like I said, I'm personally aiming for an hour. Not that I'm aiming for that to be like necessarily the episode length, but like I think an hour is a really good test. If we have 8 hours to do the thing, right? I'm still kind of using that as our check. How far are we? Are we far enough? Are we not far enough? Did I spend too much time farting around with something else? Like, that's all the information I really want to mull through and make sure that we're on the same page about. Okay, I got some time. I always have stuff I can be doing. There's gonna be... I'm out of belts. There's gonna be, honestly, very few times where I'm sitting on my thumbs and being like, well, I guess I'm done playing the game now. I've automated everything. Nope. No, sir, there's plenty of crap to place. And again, with multiple people, this becomes a nil part of it, because one dude runs off and makes 100 billion power poles. Guess what? Guess what they're doing for the next 5 minutes? Placing power poles. Okay. That's all done. That's all done. All the intakes are complete for all the materials. So that's dope. Right now I'd like to start working on some of the automating bits. So I need at least... give me 15. I'm out of copper. Okay. This is exactly why the timings of getting copper switched over were really important. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm just going to do this. I need 4 splitters, 6 underneath these. Let's do 5 splitters. I have 6 underneath these. A ton of belt. Okay, as that's going, again, we're still making stuff so things can get placed. I don't have any boxes. I need some boxes. Thank you kindly. This is our bullet factory. Once this gets online, we'll be making cold-pressed bullets. Cold-pressed rounds. There are 2 things that I like cold in this world. Coffee and rolled steel. Into ammunition. I don't know where I was going with that. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. My brains are fading fast. I'm tired. I could tell. I could tell my brains are fading because I think I'm funny. Not really that fun. Not that funny for money. Okay, do I have... I do has. So here's what we're going to do. In an attempt to speed up some things. I don't have inserters. This is kind of a thing that I did quite a bit and learned to do very well when I played Warptorio and Warp Drive Machine. Is to make sure that you're paying attention to your machines and feed them as you can. Like, oh god. Oh, not like that. To do just hand filling machines or manually filling machines, whatever you want to call it. Manually emptying machines and just moving stuff quickly. This way you try to remove whatever bottlenecks might be present. And my cat just stole my chair. Bring it back. I need that to sit on. So while this is making belts, I don't really have to concern myself so much with belts. So let's just trim all that out. It did say low power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I'm still making a bunch of inserters. Okay. That's looking good. Just trying to use whatever materials I have on hand to make more stuff that I need. With those extra belts and these extra inserters, we can actually get a good start on our production. We're still making this stuff? We are, okay. Could use more iron. I mean, obviously, right? Statement of the Year award. I want to do a search. I want to make a YouTube video. I want to do a search in Reddit. And I want to do a search on how many times people said, I've run out of iron. Or lack of iron. Or just maybe of iron is what I would just search for. The phrase literally of iron. And see how far that goes. Like how much... And then put it all in a compilation video that's just high energy music and I don't know that dun 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 I'm out of frickin' iron. Dun, dun, dun. You get the idea. Don't tell John, he thinks he's funny. There's that. I need 10 more of that. We're making our power right now. My schedule is really kind of sticking to whatever's ready in my inventory. 1, 2, 3. I need more of that, thank you. Again, actively trying to keep my personal... Oh, it's going to be forever until I can plug these in because I forgot to make extra pipes. Cool. Just made extra pipes. That's exactly the number I needed. Thank you. Okay, power's looking much better now. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hit me up with them belts. Realistically, I should have belts at the ready earlier. Maybe that's a good shift. But I'm impatient, and I'm using all my time as efficiently as I possibly can. That's maybe a bottleneck we've identified that wouldn't be terrible, because to get to belts... oh, actually it'd be right here. It isn't too far in, actually. This isn't too far in. What? Oh. What? Inserter, no power. Oh, okay. Something is not happy. Oh, maybe the lines were occupied or something. I don't know. Anyway, I need some fast inserter, or long inserter guys. And that gets us to belts. So maybe it doesn't take too long. Maybe I need to just come out here myself and do this, but belts are so important. I don't need those pipes anymore, thanks. Anyway. I've made the decision that military is more important. Now, granted, if we're not going to get attacked for ages, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe the bullet emphasis really doesn't apply. Who knows? That's what the dry test is for, right? Like the raw give of it. Okay, we got you. We got you. Okay. Belts be assembled. So that got removed. Inserters are a little bit farther down the chain. The way I've designed the inserters is I think assemblers and mining stuff comes first. So we won't get inserters for a little bit. You know, which might also constitute some restructuring. Ah, I'm so impatient. Okay. There's copper. I'll deal with that in a second. I want circuits first, yo. And drop and drop. Yeah, so this has been changed from our old system. Instead of me stashing away electronics early, we stash them away a little later. I was stashing them right here, but I'm stashing them over here only with overflow. And we almost have this set up. There's iron. That should be circuit production, and it is amazing. Another thing that the player could decide is like, you know what? I don't want to build these, and that's fine too. But yeah. I don't have any more of that. We're getting some inserter action. Awesome. Where is this pole? There it is. There. And there. Okay. How are we doing on bullets? I emphasize this for a good reason. Yeah. The other thing to note is, like, I'm also assuming if you're playing this with somebody, they can take that ammunition and just go kill some biters, right? They can go just ba 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 ba. They can get some work done proper. That's also kind of my take on that. That can go away because I don't need the reminder anymore. That's not plugged in and it doesn't need to be. You're missing iron, my bad. Missing iron, my bad. Those drills are going to be great because I super duper need them for more iron. I don't have turret tech yet, so I'm going to leave that there. Take half of that, thanks kindly. Is there anywhere else I really need to mess with? Belts, not really. Inserters are kind of the deal still. Yep. Rubbish. Rubosh. So I would like to be I'd like to be researching tech pretty soon here. So after we're done mucking about with the rest of our smelting array, at this moment iron's backed up. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to fret over it. We're going to get this all beefed up. How many of these do I have at the ready? 5. Okay, that's 5 less I have to craft. Amazing. What do I have here? 10? If 10, I only have 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the 10 I need. I'm just going to snag all that. Thank you. Yeah, by not establishing green, everything else is stockpiling up real nice. Oh, game saved. I'll need another 5 adems. Oh, we're still working on assembly boys. That. There's that plugged in. Now we should be generating some red science. I've already run the line. Oh, beans. Actually, I don't think that ruined anything. It's fine. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a weird habit of reassigning my research queue or my working queue fairly often if there's something that I'm waiting behind that I super don't need right now. Yep. I'll redo the whole thing. You watch. You watch. This queue's about to get jacked. I'll take another half stack of that. Thank you. So right now I'm waiting. Right now I'm kind of waiting for labs to get built. So what does that mean? Well, I'm going to go dink around with some more iron. And the ghosts are kind of hard to see. I know that's definitely an old age thing. Fight me, Sonny Jim. I know it's an old age thing. But, like, it's dark. It's a transparent item on top of an already dark ground. Like, it's... like seeing yellow font on a white background or white font on a yellow background. It's like, You want me to do what with this information exactly? Because I can't read it. Get that set up for steel later on. Oh, let's set up some stuff. Turrets and military and lights and walls, and none of this kind of super matters. This is all very fast. This is all very fast research, so just get started with it if you could. I should have a bunch of these bad boys ready for deployment. Does. Awesome, awesome. Inserters ahoy. Power lines ahoy. There we go. There we be. That. We're gonna motor through this tech pretty freaking hard. So, how long did it take for me to deploy all this? 47 minutes. Okay. Saying we were gonna get red-green done in an hour is not factual information at all. Okay. It's good to level set, right? I'm gonna set this to turrets. I need any more of that. I'll take half of that. We set up some drills. I will need all of... Oh, hello. I'll need all of that. I can finish setting up green science. Oh yeah, that's what was missing. The green science. Green science. To the tune of weird science from... Oingo Boingo? It sounds definitely like an Oingo Boingo song. And that's optics. Boop boop boop. Yeah, this beginning tech is very easy to just hammer through. It has a timer of 5 time tick seconds, whatever the crap that is. Okay. Use more belts. I could always use more inserters. Let's re-up. Everything is built. Except power. How much more power do I need? We're actually good on power right now. So, if I save the game, how long did it take that to happen? Let's say it took 50 minutes. It takes 50 minutes for me to mine, refine, place, and deploy. That's not terrible. We also have not been attacked yet. Do I have turrets yet? Nope, because that's missing. And that's missing. Okay, so again, about 50 minutes. Now, I think we can do a deconstruction planner. Ghost? Entity ghost. Oh. Iron. Okay, so that also means that about the 50-minute mark is when we get attacked. Which isn't a big deal. We'll lose a couple of... Okay, we lost a couple of items. Not the end of the world. Also, really good to know that that's when we get our first strike. Also, even better news. Building out the power lines in the middle like this actually preserved the whole line. Only a few of these, a little bit of this got dinged, it looked like. So assuming I plugged in the turrets when I should have plugged in the turrets, now's the time when I'm hoping to have a bunch of turrets available, and then I just go start thwomping, right? We just go start messing with fools. Just scoop up all the field mice and bop them on the head. So this little planner, this deconstruction planner, is only going to highlight ghosts. So if I hover over everything, it shows me everything that we've set, but we've not fully deployed. So I'm just going to leave that be. Oh yeah, we're burning through all the red science because, yeah, this stuff takes very small amounts of time. Once it goes to 15 and 30, it won't be nearly as fast. So I want some of this, and this, and this. Let's start with that, please. Because we has green science research, blur, blur. Now we're deployed. Get a couple of turrets, and then we go attack some fools. We'll have plenty of ammunition to do so as well. Power still looking good. Power could use a bit of a jump. While I'm here and helping, I'd rather just get that handled. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I already have a bunch of inserters. So impatient. Oh, I need 2 more. Thank you. Okay, that powers up all that. I'm going to grab a few more turrets. We're just going to sprinkle, like 1 or 2 of them around, just to make sure we're not defenseless while we're going on our own raiding party, right? Something like that. There's 10. There's 10. So as it stands right now, there's kind of not a lot of babysitting I need to do for the base. Over here, something like... Oh, I thought I just heard the klaxon for stuff is broke, son. I know I just dropped that firearm magazine on the floor because I'm a frickin' smart lad, smart lad. Okay, I wouldn't mind 2 radars. We already have a whole mess of power lines. I need at least 5 more turrets for me to consider this even tryable. We have plenty of ammunition. Good stuff. So, while the base is doing base stuff, I'm just going to go pick a direction, let's say southwest. We're going to go pick on some fools. I'll take another 5 turrets, why not? The idea is I want to run a power line out there. I'm going to set up some radar, so we just have something. Hello? There we go. Tree being a fool. That seems about good. Okay, how much time are we in on this? Probably at that hour mark. Oh no, we got 7 more minutes. Nice, okay. I need a few more turrets, please. These nests are not that large, but I do need a couple of turrets. Yeah, the problem is they're clumped. Just kind of annoying, but we'll be fine. I would like at least 9 turrets. And that's exactly how many we're going to have ready. Eight. And that is 9. I was hoping to have better bullet damage, but we'll be fine. So plant, plant, plant. Here we go. So I do it like this by holding Z because I don't want to dump 25 ammo into a turret and then be like, oh man, I just lost 25 ammunition. Iron is super expensive, and now that I said that, I also lost a whole mess of turrets. But it gets done. It works pretty well. I like this strategy. It's a little janky until you get some proper physical projectile damage and such. Like, until you get some damage boosties, it's a little hard, to be fair. I'm actually just going to sit here for a hot second. If you have hundreds of ammunition, control right-clicking can be easy. Just drag over a bunch of turrets, and then drop whatever's in your hand and drag over it again. And it works out kind of neat that way. But it still gets a little sloppy. I'm just going to wait for... Actually, this nest is much smaller. So what I do, instead of like turret creeping, is I drop a bait turret. It aggroes some. I'm going to lose that turret. I'm going to lose that turret as well. But they leave their whole shenanigans. Their entire deal is open for business. Thanks. Yep, you're dead. Good show, old bean. Good show. Can I make some more? I can't. I'm out of copper. Turret creeping really is place a line of turrets, fill it full of ammunition, and then move a little closer, do it again. Little closer, do it again. Little closer. What I like to do is, like, for a lot of these early bases, I just dash in. So instead of turret creeping, I do turret dashing. I think I've called it different stuff throughout the time I played or whatever. But again, they'll aggro on one of those. I don't care which one it is. Easy stuff. It keeps a ton of the risk off of the player. I'm not the target. A turret is. Turrets have 400 hit points. Laser turrets have 1,200 hit points. Like, they have a lot of stuff. So it's not really that big of a deal for that to just happen on its own, right? And I certainly don't mind. Losing a turret or two if I can feld a nest or 3 is perfect for me. So, not too bad. Where are we at now? We're probably at that hour. Oh, we got... Okay, it took only 3 minutes. It feels like... Combat always feels like it takes so much longer for me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if my brain goes into straight-up bullet time or something, but... This is going to be a very easy nest. Same deal. So we get... still easy. So, just place. No reaction. Cool. Place. Yep. They got aggroed. Easy stuff, no loss. Yeah. Again, if we lose a couple of turrets on the front line here, the most I'm going to lose is, what, like 5 ammunition? 8 ammunition? And it's way better than filling your first few turrets that are breaching the hull, or, you know, breaching the front, and you dump 25 ammo in it, or 50, or 100, or 200, or something, and it's a loss. It's like, ah, that is a lot of early game iron, and it hurts. In the mid to late game, you probably got train networks going on and everything flying real sweet, so it's not that critical of a deal when it comes down to it ultimately. It really doesn't. When you're talking about millions of volume, yeah, you lost a little steel, not the biggest deal in the world, right? Not the biggest steal in the world. But when it really comes down to it, like this early game stuff, like I'm saying, it is not worth the loss to just lose a turret, fine, but don't also lose a ton of ammunition inside of it. So, we got everything rolling. We're going to change this up. Where is research speed? Do that. And then do that. And then do that. And we'll go from there. Now, a bit of adjustment is required. Produce 20,000 iron plates an hour. Okay. Oh, right, because this is a new instance. I downloaded this from the Factorio site as a standalone, so none of my Steam stuff came through, none of my bookmarks, benchmarks, blueprints. I was getting there eventually. Came through. Nothing got carried over. So this is just straight up legit. So we've got everything to bootstrap, I think. We got the mining, we got the automation, we got standalone circuits and standalone gears if we needed them. We got turrets, we got... Grab that right away, thanks. We can just keep on assaulting while all this is working. Power feels good. Yep, we're consuming about half of what we're producing, and I don't even have the full array. So, like I said, right here, we could just as easily take this and be like, well, I need more power. Cool. Guess what? Slam. There's more power, or whatever. So that room is up for whatever you like. I might just build it out that way. I might just build out the blueprint that way. Just be like... let's try this. This stays within the square very nicely. And does that stay within the square? It's one square too much. Ah, boo. What if we did something like this instead? That would work. And then what I would need also is something like this. Oh, this complicates things thoroughly. What if something like that, right? Because that'll still feed in. Just to one side, but it'll still feed in. Oh, that works fine. That works super fine. And then pipe across. Boom. Done. Do the Final Fantasy victory music, mission accomplished. So I'm happy with that. Where are we at? We're at probably like at an hour 3 by now, right? An hour on the ding! Holy crap. Hour 39. So let's go into editor. Yep. I don't care. I just want it to be daytime. Everything is pretty solid in terms of research and materials. Coal needs a boost, but that's because we severely ramped up our smelting and our consumption, everything. Honestly, I think take these labs and double them, or add at least another couple or something, but we're looking very stacked. Yeah, once the little reservoirs and everything are filled, like, you know, our own personal inserters and belts and stuff like that. This flies. I like this very much. So lessons learned. We did not get all of red-green research done in an hour. Not even close. More labs. Oh, there's a... Holy crap, I didn't realize how much red-green... I knew red-green got to oil. I just forgot it also included concrete and plastic and all this. Oh my god. Okay, so maybe 2 hours for all of red-green. The reason why that is important to understand and note is... Test live, yep. Is when it really comes down to it, and we go to our blueprint world. So, when we do the tech level, we can say for certain that this should be done and built within an hour, like giving us some time. At that point, as we move up the chain, technology level 2 should be deployed and ready at the end of the second hour. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build my own pacing for this, right? Military science isn't technically required to launch the rocket. So what I might do is I might take this and chuck this here as like optional, right? So like this top row is like mandatory and this is like optional stuff. I could move this all over one if I want. But anyway, when it really comes down to it, let's see here. We should be at tech level, again, I'm using like tech levels as like trying to separate out the levels. Tech level 4 should be at the 4-hour mark. Purple should be at the 6-hour mark. The rest of it should be at the 7-hour mark. And that gives you an hour to slap the rocket together. Using these ideas still puts a lot of variability on the human player. Also puts a lot of variability on the resources and everything. How many resources are available? How many times you have to redeploy? Are you using a rail network? Are you not using a rail network? You know, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm really happy with our dry run. Go ahead and save and call this here. Thank you all for joining me. My name is JohnMegacycle. Another episode of our Build It Yourself season, series, whatever's in the books. And I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.